Well, at Wayfarer Vans, it is our mission to build simple, quality camper vans that introduce and inspire connections to the outdoors and community. But buying a camper van is the first step in a long journey. And sometimes the hardest question to answer is, where do I take my new van?
My name is Ian, lifelong wanderer, adventure seeker, and the creator of Wayfarer Vans. I've vlogged memories like miles on my odometer, and while my hunger to see and do more has only grown, so has the passion to share this wonderful mode of life. Welcome to Wayfurther, a series where we go, well, a little further. We'll wander off the beaten path, share adventures with our community, and celebrate this unique and wonderful way of traveling, the van way. This journey kicked off feeling Rocky Mountain high as I rolled out in my trusty Wilford, pointed them east, and husked my way through some of America's finest cream of the crop scenery. Eventually, I crossed into the UP, land of Yoopers and Passies, to meet up with this week's adventurous crew of Wayfarians with plenty of quirky, unexpected adventures sprouting up along the way.
Traveling in a van, you're never really sure what you're gonna find. Heading up through Michigan on the way over to Empire for this Wayfarer weekend, stopping over at Traverse City, and stumbled into this store. Met this gal who was just the registrar at the store, and she was like, you gotta go up to Northport, which is about a 45-minute drive from Traverse City. She's like, I grew up there, that's where I'm from. She had a bar here that she owned, she sold it. She recommended to find this 24-hour goat cheese vending machine. So let's go check it out. Let's try to find it.
Yeah, you're gonna go up this street, and then the next main street, you're gonna make a left.
Oh, I shouldn't live here. I know nothing.
That must be middle up there.
So what is the X point?
Who knows, man? Look at it.
Hours into the goat cheese quest with no machine in sight, I began to think my snacks chakra was blocked, or the Chevrolet gods didn't think I was worthy. Then, as if by some cosmic timing, a local who knew Sean, our map creator, gave us our final and most important clue.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so it's kind of hidden.
It's like an old, is there an old building down there? Like next to the park?
It's white, it's to like the left side of the park.
Aha! Nice. Whoa! Sean's map that she wrote down, man, it was really hard to find. But yeah, we bought a bunch of these just because we wanted to share it with our other Wayfarians coming into town, and so we're gonna have a little bit of a cheese board to share with everybody. So next thing we got to do is taste it. No, I'm just kidding. It's really good.
After our cheese pilgrimage, we surfed our way along the M22, Michigan's coastal highway, passing through idyllic little towns such as Suttons Bay, Northport, Leland, and Glen Arbor before coasting into our space at Empire Township Campground, where we awaited a caravan of Wayfarians to arrive. There are many ways to travel, each one with its own style. You could go to the same destination twice, but have two completely different experiences. Traveling in a camper van is like captaining your very own magic school bus.
So just way over to you, but
Just imagine where you want it to go, and it will take you there. And be open-minded for adventures along the way.
This is Withers,
Withers.
named after Bill Withers because of the song Just the Two of Us.
Oh, cool.
Said, good things come to those who wait, but not to those who wait too late. We got to go for all we know.
Yeah, perfect.
So we did. So thanks to Tony's.
Michigan brought more than expected. But travel enough in your van and the unexpected should be expected.
Looks like I'm riding a chicken. Heads up.
Jake Blue, a Wayfarian since early 2025 and now a primary host of our ongoing Wayfarer weekends, recommended to us we organize a trip to the Upper Peninsula. Having been there before, it ranked far up his list of travel destinations, which had us scratching our heads because Jake has been everywhere. What's so special about Upper Michigan?
It's like unbelievable. So if you look out at this stuff, back in the day, this ice dam blocked ancient glacier Lake Agassiz, the biggest freshwater body of water that has ever existed in North America that we know of. And one day, about 12,900 years ago, these dams finally cracked. And all that, billions of gallons of water flooded out down the St. Pierre River and over the coast of Maine and hit the Gulf Stream and put a dam in the water. And all of a sudden the climate for the whole planet changed, and it started right here. One of the greatest mass extinctions and from the end of the Ice Age was because this lake's dam broke.
Jake, can we go to someplace a little bit better next time?
What are you talking about, Ian?
But that's the purpose of these Wayfarer weekends, to break ourselves and our community out of the mold. Pushing to discover places that we would otherwise discount or write off as not worth it, opting for the more popular or familiar destinations. So we organized a weekend and assembled a group of Wayfarians to join in the fun and discovery together. When traveling here, expect towering sand dunes overlooking the turquoise waters of Lake Michigan. Expect cherries. Lots and lots of cherries.
First time trying cherry pie. I can already say this is probably not the hardest thing I've ever done, to be honest.
Expect small towns with no stoplights and a unique tropical coastal vibe mixed with the Midwestern hospitality and a sort of cabin in the woods feel.
So a friend of mine, she wanted to go to Key West, so that's my other friend that's got the van. So we drove
As a
back
group
together.
of curious explorers, we shared in these experiences.
Polyphemus moth, the second largest moth species in North America, fewer than 18% of native moths.
We also hiked to overlooks, got sand between our toes, and relaxed on the beach together along one of the Great Lakes. We also shared in the unexpected, the type of discovery you only get when keeping your heart and mind open.
So we sat down at this little bench, and next to Michael there was this little handmade mug, and we looked at it and there's like this little piece of paper and it says enjoy this free mug. Now it's just gonna live in the van. Reminds us of the time that we were up here in Northport, so yeah, it's a cool little find.
Lori, a fresh member to the Wayfarian family, who had picked up her van from Colorado just days before the event, told us stories of her favorite pastime, cave diving. That's scuba diving in caves.
I started in the late 90s, and I actually got interested in it because some friends of mine at the dive shop were into cave diving and started taking some classes in the late 90s, got certified. I used to make annual, sometimes twice a year trips to Acapulco, and then Florida, which is the cave diving hub of the world where people come to get trained for the most part. I used to go to Florida 4 times a year to go cave diving.
Then there was Doug. Doug. Doug is a local farmer, not far from the campground where we were all staying. He had a small farm stand where he sold fresh meats, produce, and other farm fresh products, including his very own line of CBD, which naturally he grew. We hung around with Doug for a while, chewing our cud as he would say. He was quite the character, rousing us from time to time, pulling our leg, but then offering a spot up on the hill above his farm as a place to camp if we ever come back. I might take him up on that. We bought many packages of his homemade breakfast sausage and shared it with all of our Wayfarians at camp the next morning. There are many ways to travel, but what is it about a van? The agility, small footprint, and bringing a bit of comfort with you no matter where you end up are all good explanations, but there's something about them that puts you in a different state of mind. You may have mapped out a trip, but spend enough time traveling, and pretty soon it's the random encounters and discoveries that you didn't expect that become the highlight. Finding a goat cheese vending machine in a remote town in northern Michigan, absorbing the enthusiasm of a local in love with her community, getting lovingly hazed by a farmer, and stumbling into a conversation with someone who has an incredibly interesting pastime. Yes, this area offers incredible beauty. That was the expectation, and we were rewarded with amazing scenery. But it's the unexpected that we will remember most, and getting to share that with our group of fellow adventurers. So onwards to the unexpected.